We're doing takedown.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna still use Sam's. Alright. So, y'all went over a 2-on-1. We've gone over a 2-on-1, right? We're gonna go over a 2-on-1 on the collar. Why are we choosing 2-on-1 on the collar? Actually, I'm gonna use you. For you. You got black hands. Black on black.
Too big.
No, because it blends in when you start grappling with each other. Anyway.
Right.
So, again, y'all just did this.
Yeah.
Right, where y'all like, whoosh. Right, we've done this. Woo. We're gonna take this and do almost the same exact thing. Right? See how I picked the side? Right? I'm gonna take a step. I'm going to basically put my foot out, like so. Right? And then I'm going to pull him. Like so, while I sit down. Tracking, make sure you catch yourself. Okay, so over here, boom. Right here, at this stage, I now want to basically punch my hands and keep them solid. Come on top. Like for real, get on top of me. So once right here, I can still do this. Even if I'm super late to the fucking party. Keep your hands straight and punch them. Right? And then use them to punch the ground. Never let go of the collar. Now, again, we're getting a 2-on-1. We were here, right? We had this silly setup, blah, 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 right? We swapped over to one side. We just come over. We're going to take a step. I'm here. Ba-bam, right? Obviously, if I get here and we do the snap down, right, I want to fuck the ground first. It's real. Yeah, it should be like this, right? If we're going, always be on top of them, right? But even if he gets his hips up first, initially, I'm down here, I just keep my hands in a punch shape, rotate my hips, tracking. All right. Now, talk time. Why does this work?
Shoulders.
Huh?
Shoulders.
So, we have an effect, right, out here. The same kind of thing, right? We're pulling, right? Why doesn't he fall on his face if I do this? Because the amount of force I'm applying is not as hard, right? The closer I get, the more impact the force I have, because it's to his core. The more impact the force that I apply does have, right? So if I start pulling, I can generate more force. Do it. Does that make sense? The closer you get to someone's core, the more effect it has. Make sense? So, anytime that you can do something of these kinds of natures, right, that you can apply on a periphery, you can typically apply to a core. Does that make sense? Cool, give it a try. Alright, this is a super easy setup, right? So let's say we're hand fighting, he comes in, alright, we're gonna grapple, alright, boom, boom. It is that simple. You literally make contact with the person at the core, you can literally open it up and be right there. You see I'm already ready to do a snap. Right? Here, right, I typically am taking this leg to help sweep them through. I do not have to. We do what we call snap down, just like anything else. And literally rotate and pull. Right? That's a snap down. Very common, right? Problem is, you're not gonna be able to get that on everybody, and that's why we're doing what we're doing with the leg. Right? If you can't follow, right? If I do this, you can follow, right? You're not gonna come down. As soon as I put my foot out, can't follow, right? You see how my hips are like this? Now, I swapped it.
That's, yep. Yeah.
You gotta fuck them.
That's some ground fucking.
You don't fuck with that.
That's some ground fucking.
Anyway, does that make sense? Alright, so again, we're gonna make contact, boom, boom. Alright, And you see how I'm shuffling my feet, right? Very circular, right? Well, you can also do this very linear. Don't recommend it, but you can. All right, take it right here, and you're gonna punch them to your own chest. All right, and you're gonna take your foot, put it right in between.
Yeah.
I don't like this one. Me, right? What happens is it pulls them on top of you if you fuck it up, right? And they can step on you and all kinds of other stuff. You do it, but you can also spike them this way. So, mildly uncomfortable. Do you know what I'm talking about? Some people can't post out with their hands fast enough, right? So, imagine this hand can't get brought to the fight because I'm doing something of this nature, right? I can still apply the same force, right? And I literally do the same thing. Or his hand's busy, right? He's being silly and grabbing a hold of something. Right?
So holding their cup and collar.
You can do it. Yeah, but like the point being is like if his hands are employed, let's say he's matching my grips.
Oh, don't do that.
Right? See how he's like grabbing a hold, right?
Yeah.
If I do this move and his hands are employed, right? They go, where are his hands? Engaged.
Too close.
They don't mean that they can necessarily plant out, right? Nor necessarily should they. But you always want to protect abilities. But, so, for whatever you're gonna do, right? Double or single, right? Even if I do this same variation, right? And I get only this much, boom. Keep the leg trapped in between your own leg, if that makes sense. And then ride it up. Say I'm gonna show you now. For you, right? I'll get the setup, right? Here, I'm coming in this direction. I'm still gonna use that side motion. You don't have to catch both of them. You see how I'm up top, right? See how my hands are here, right? Ready to keep him pinned down. So if he tries to come up, get on top of me. Come on.
Come on, Sam, try it.
Right? Super simple. I didn't move fast. Just stayed in control. Alright. So, another thing you can do, right? From here, we're going to take a step. We're going to pull, right? You see how his bottom posture is broken now? With your chest on top of their chest, right? And then do a lick. Over here, right? Try to do the snap down, right? Doesn't quite get where we want. Super simple, basic. It is very simple and easy to do. So we'll come here, I get our hands to the mat basically, come on top. This is an easy foot sweep. Just like this. Let me steal you, I'll show you. Alright? We'll bring him down. Right. Come on top. At any time do you feel very powerful in that? Alright? You wanna feel it?
Feel it.
Alright, let's do it. Here we go. Alright. So, you get a 2-on-1, right? What are you gonna do? What's your hand fighting and all that stuff? So you see how I choose to put his arm in this, right?
Oh. Use that against you.
Right? You wanna get someone's hands against the mat, right? People try to come on top of your hands, right? Well, if he goes underneath, he's not gonna do anything to my grip, so I'll just go to the primary. Right? If he goes on top of my grip, right? I'm going to basically get right behind his elbow, right? And then I'm gonna do almost like a shuck five, right? I'm gonna start to push and drive. And you see how my elbow's starting to raise almost? That's gonna drive into him. So right here, just gonna come on top, I'm gonna get over the elbow, right? If I'm on this side of the elbow and I do this, it does not allow, right? You can literally just let go. Woo. Right? If he lets go after I do this part, doesn't matter. Does that make sense? So, what I'm looking for is to get right over that elbow, right? I'm going to do a step in and a shuck by. Like so. Everyone tracking so far? Alright, so we're here, I come over the grip, I'll track the grip. This hand, your choice, right? Head, arm, right? Or you can feel elbows, your choice. Right? Front headlock. All the same things. So, when you're coming here, elbow, turn your body. You wanna leave a leg out there, trip them up, it's up to you. It really is that simple. I know that sounds weird, but this is a grip fighting. If he's on bottom, I don't care. Comes on top. I do a shuck fight. Tracking. Alright, you guys ready?